And when I was thinking about strokes in the workplace, based on kind of my own experience, there were three things that stood out, and were one was critical versus criticizing conversation. Second was the spectrum of positive recognition across the career. So it's very different experiences, and not necessarily good or bad, because like even when I was saying the example of I went to work and the recognition was getting the salary at the end of the month. I mean, I didn't feel bad about it. It was just the way things were. But in retrospect and in contrast, I can compare, oh yeah, it's much more fun to be positively recognized on something that you're doing versus just receiving the paycheck at the end of the month. But also the third thing was challenging the stroke filter, and you've mentioned this numerous times over our stroking marathon that we've had at the beginning of season two, is specifically when you kind of give a positive stroke or positive recognition, make sure that the person actually gets it. I think that's sometimes so vital in workspaces because there's a lot of disregard of it. It's like, yeah, yeah, that was just my job. No, 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 no. You did an excellent job there. Please hear me.
Nice.
I think it's also it adds to that positive recognition and doing more good than negative strokes, I think. So those would be the three things that stand out for me for sure in terms of strokes in the workplace. But you also mentioned that there's science behind it.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Um, I mean, on that one there, Ollie, I think spot on, and I love how you do that now. Is make sure the other person gets it, in not not in a critical way. In a this is important that you hear this. It's don't let it bounce off the